NHTLM. Narcs hate they love. Narcs hate they love me. Let's walk. NHTLM. Narcs hate they love me. Like, share, subscribe, and comment on the content if it helps. Let's walk. Overcome malignant socio-psycho. NHTLM. Let's walk.
So, Narcs hate they love me. Is that what you call yourself? Yep. Look, we got some things we need to clear up. Well, let's clear them up then. Alright, see, first off, I want to ask you about Narc game. Well, what about it? Because you brought up some interesting points. Right? You're in a group online called Narcissist Anonymous 101. Is that correct? Yeah. So, let's talk about the Narc game. How do you feel about that? When I talk about Narc game on YouTube, I get all kind of views. Yeah, I get all kind of views because I'm making the Narc out to be the ultimate villain, the monster, the boogeyman, the boogie woman. Everybody listens. See, they don't want to think too far beyond the Narc. So everybody listens. Okay, understandable. Empath game. No views hardly. No views hardly with the empath game. No comments hardly. Very few people. It's very seldom that people come in and view and take accountability. And now I'm seeing that just like in real life, these people have a problem of taking accountability. Now, there are some exceptions to the rule. Exceptions? Yes. Well, what kind of exceptions? The ones that grew up in it. They grew up in a dysfunction. They grew up around toxic people, so the toxicity became their norm over time. That's the only exception I can see. As far as everybody else that's been in these relationships with these people, and they have made no corrections to themselves, they haven't acknowledged their vulnerabilities, they haven't acknowledged that they played a part in how everything went. That's what I mean by no accountability. So, these people get mad at what I say. They spend so much time trying to figure me out. They trying to figure me out on a personal level. All of those energies and the emotions and things consume them. So they can't think straight because the logic goes out the building. They don't even know much about empaths. Well, what do you feel like people should know? That empaths absorb all of the energy and emotions around them. So they put their own emotions on the back burner and they consume themselves with everybody else's. That's why they do such a hocus pocus, turn themselves around, dance with the narcissist. Now they can't think straight because they consumed in what they feel about something that I said online. I'm telling them, don't judge someone based off of what they say. Look at what they do. Even when it comes to dating somebody and you're in the initial phase, look at what they do. Do their actions match their words? In a set period of time, in a time frame of 3 months, 6 months. Do they do what they say they gonna do? Or do they just sit up and talk? I'm showing these empaths that they just as toxic. They just as toxic. I'm showing them, I'm proving to them about the things that they up here saying. They still doing that dance. They don't want no contact in real life. Only to maintain contact in the cyber world. They just dancing the same dance that they've been doing this dance. If you want to know what I do, go on YouTube or go in the group called Narcissist Anonymous 101 on Facebook, the Empath Tribe. Type in NHTLM and you'll see where I done help plenty of people out. I get on YouTube in front of thousands of people and spread the awareness about the narcissist, but I done gave 2 years of information on the narcissist. It's time to look at us now. It's about that time. I get uplifting messages from people still to this day that's living healthy lives, prosperous lives. Some are married. They're no longer in this group though. So I must have been effective. But now I'm seeing this term empaths and more people are identifying as empaths. So let me tell you what's happening. When these empaths get consumed with their emotions, they think illogical. They make impulsive decisions, irrational decisions. Because that's what empath is all about. It's about managing emotions. It's about managing emotions. So, what are you saying about most people online that coach? I'm saying that Dr. Romani can get online and say anything. Mental Healness can get online and say anything. It's people that come in the group all the time and share mental illness videos. All the time. It's even people out there that get coached by mental illness. So by me coming online saying I'm a self-aware narcissist in a private group, it really shouldn't mean a thing because people share those videos by mental illness and cluster B all the time. All the time. But if you have no discernment, you can't get what I say. You can't get what anyone say in a way that it'll benefit you. But if you're that bothered and you're that much in pain, get your ass offline or keep scrolling when you see me. Protect your energy at all costs. Great point. Great point. Protect your energy at all costs. That makes sense. Of course that makes sense. Protect your energy at all costs. See, one thing about the internet, you listening to me? Yeah, I'm listening. One thing about the internet, is one of the most cruelest places in the world. I've never seen anybody cater to anybody's emotions on this motherfucker. It's people on this motherfucker that's killing each other on live. They cussing each other out. They doing the most. Everything online now. So, what is your point? I'm saying that Jesus was spit on. He was talked about. He was betrayed. He was nailed to a cross. So what make a motherfucker think I'm scared to carry my cross and get nailed to it? I've been through way worse than name calling. I don't personalize anything anybody says. I think before I speak. I think before I act. There's a method to how I teach. But if you looking at me and you don't have any knowledge, I'm your worst enemy. If you're receptive to knowledge, I'm your best friend. So what is your message here? What is the message that you need everybody to know? Those that want it, want it. Those that don't, stay stuck. Why? 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 Because they still doing the dance. They just online doing the dance now. The hokey pokey turn themselves around. They point fingers at the narc pointing fingers at them. Everybody's pointing fingers at everybody but themselves. That's why I call them permanent victims. Permanent narc victims. And that's AKA today's empaths, all right? So where can we follow you? NHTLM, YouTube. Most of my for sessions, most people can get into my email, NarcsHateTheyLoveme at gmail.com. Those emails are in pretty much every video description on YouTube. All right, you heard it first, right here from NHTLM. Let's just see how this goes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.